A 5, a 4, a 3, a 2.
Ba-na-na-na-na-na.
Hey, I'm Alex, back with Board Game Co.
And I'm Professor Meg.
And today we're doing a PAX Unplugged.
Oh, it's so fun. It's gonna be so fun. What are we doing, Alex?
A PAX Unplugged. Oh, you're not interrupting me this time. A PAX Unplugged haul. We're doing a PAX Unplugged haul. We're going over
Not the Hall, H-A-L-L. The Hall, H-A-U-L.
No, the haul, H-A-L-L, was done by the Dragon's Tomb. We should check out his video because he did a PAX Unplugged haul tour. Have you seen the video yet?
I was upset that I never saw him.
I know. He actually messaged me. I saw after. I need to reach out to him. He messaged me while he was there. I didn't look at my Facebook message until after, and I was like, oh.
Link down below.
Yeah, Dragon's Tomb did a PAX Unplugged haul video that is worth checking out. Is worth checking out. Can I just tell you, like, one part of it?
Yes.
Okay, so one part of the video, this is just, we're just going to advertise for the Dragon's Tomb, link to his channel down below. But basically, at one point in the video, he's, like, having various people do their interviews, like he normally does. Yeah. And he goes up to Devin, you know, friend of the channel, Devin, wink, wink. But anyways, Devin, Lucky Duck Games, and he's like, Devin goes, at Lucky Duck Games over here, we're famous for our app-integrated games. We believe all games should be app-integrated. So, for example, over here we have Destinies along with a nice set of hors d'oeuvres, and then we also have, you know, whatever other game, Chronicles of Crime, and we have some little pigs in a blanket over there, and there's actual apps, like appetizers. There's actual appetizers near each game.
Was that out the whole time?
I'm assuming that the Dragon's Tomb brought the apps for Devin to do it. I'm assuming.
I understand now.
Either that or they bought apps. I don't know. Either way, chef's kiss. But anyways, if you want a haul tour from the Dragon's Tomb, make sure to check that out. If you're looking for a PAX Unplugged haul video, we're going to tell you about the various things and gizmos and gadgets and games on my end. I think there's some trinkets and other peripherals on your end. Some merch on your end. I'm not a merch person.
Merch.
I'm not a merch person. I'm more of a games person. But we're going to go into all of that today. As usual, though, the first and biggest disclaimer that I always try to say is we're content creators. We cover a lot of games. Most of these games were given to us for free. Some were paid for. We definitely paid for some of them. But most of these games are given to us for free. Do not expect this to be your normal haul experience. This is our jobs. So why do we do these videos? Because people ultimately do want to see them. But I always feel a bit bad doing these videos because it's also FOMO inducing, and it creates a incentive of you have to have all of it. And honestly, from the games we're going to show you today, from the 30, 40-ish, I think it's 30-ish or so games we're going to show you today, if I had to guess, I'd say maybe 6 or 7 of them are going to stick around. The rest are going to be played, reviewed.
Well, no, I guess, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It's just,
I made a sound, and then I was like, no, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I'm not going by the specific games. I'm going by the nature of the fact that there are so many games that come out every year. Some are great, some are good, and some are not worth your time. I think most of these, we try to say yes to things that are good or better.
There are 2 we're going to throw right in the trash.
Which 2?
We'll get there.
Anyways, we're going to start this off. Meg, would you like to pick the first game? Let's do alternate. You pick a game, I'll pick a game. Back and forth.
A game? Okay.
Oh, thing. You can do things.
Game or thing. I'll start with a thing because I want to use it. So, Alex, you may have to help me with this, but Tabletop Tycoon was selling Everdell... Can you hold out the corner?
Oh, that's you meant help. I think I was meant talking.
Yeah. Is this right side up? Yes.
This is right side up.
Everdell Blanket.
My Little Everdell, specifically.
Yes, this is the My Little Everdell cover by Andrew Bosley. These blankets were $20, and you can tell from us trying to do this, they're pretty huge. I don't know, do you want to guess? It's like a 4x6, maybe? 5x6?
I mean, this gotta be,
like
gotta be 5.
I'm 5 feet tall, and that's probably me.
It's gotta be a 5 or 6 feet.
5x7?
5 or 6 feet long.
$20, and they had a whole bunch of other covers, and they have even more online, but yeah, I grabbed this up right away because I love Andrew Bosley and his art, and now I'm gonna use my blankie. Yeah, also, while we do merch, this sweatshirt is also official PAX merch. This was from the PAX.
The material on the blankets is thin. It is good material. It feels nice, but it is thin. So if you're looking for like something like nice and thick, $20 only gets you so much. But it does feel nice from what I can see so far.
And honestly, I think I might hang it up on my wall. So if you want like wall art that's very large like that, if you have like big hallways
honestly,
and stuff,
given the price of some of the wall hangings, $20 for that is really not bad
at
all. Anyways, with that, I'm going to jump into my first game. One that I'm excited about. I'm excited about I think all of these. I think we'll talk about it. I'll say which ones I'm not excited about. How about that? Because the rest I'm excited about, but to various levels. We have mobile markets from Arcane Wonders. I've heard good things about this one. This is in the Smartphone Inc. universe, effectively. The Smartphone Inc. is a game that's sometimes compared to Food Chain Magnet. I have Smartphone Inc. I haven't played Smartphone Inc. But I've never played mobile markets, and I have heard good things about this one. It is a heavier card game. It's 2 hours long.
I've been interested in this one as well.
Yeah, I don't know when this gets played. There's a lot of things in general, like our Gen Con haul. I powered through like most of those in the first like 2 or 3 months.
And a lot of these will be very doable.
Yeah, in general, whenever I have a bunch of games come in, I will get through a bunch of them quickly because I want to get them off their homework. They're good homework, it's fun homework, but they are homework. So a bunch of these will be powered through quickly. You'll see reviews popping up over the next several weeks and months, and then some of them you might see a review 7 months from now and be like, wasn't that in the PAX Unplugged haul? And the answer is yes. We can't
and we
get to
finally
everything.
got it to the table.
Yeah, basically. That's Mobile Markets. I'm excited about this one. I don't, again, no idea if it stays or not. Can't tell you that much, but I can tell you that I am excited about this game. So that's my number 1 game. Not my number 1 game. My first game.
Okay, I'm going kind of smallest to biggest based on how I'm situated over here. So, I was very excited.
If you see me picking at my eye the whole time, it's because there's something in my eye that hasn't gone away yet, but we'll work on that.
Do you need a second?
No. You do your thing.
Okay. Well, I'll talk. You pick.
Sounds terrible.
I have really enjoyed Button Shy. I haven't played a ton of Button Shy games, but a lot of the games that I've tried, I've really enjoyed. I've also tried Palm Island, which isn't by them, but another wallet-sized game. So I was really excited to go by their booth, and I picked up Tussie, Mussie, and Apropos of board games. They had a regular Apropos, which I think is for movies. And this one was for board games. This one we did get to play already. It's fun. It's a good light game, I think, especially for a convention to bring and have in your bag.
Tell them how it plays.
So basically, to play Apropos, you have a bunch of qualifiers. So one is like dice and European designer or different things like that. No cubes. So it's different things that are based on board games, and as you're doing it, you are naming games and then going within the different categories that it can, sometimes it can't have dice, and sometimes it can have dice, and you have to name a specific game.
It gets narrower and narrower. We play this with a group of like 5-6 people, and some games we're able to knock out and be like, that's pretty easy, and others we were really challenged by. I really liked it. I want to pick up the movie version too.
Just to jump in, and this is mid-game, but let's name a board game that is based on an IP, set in the future, does not have cubes.
Okay, a game that's based on an IP, set in the future, so we have, what's it called? What's an IP?
Does not have cubes.
What's a space game? I mean, Star Wars deck building game.
Okay, that's a galaxy. That's a long time ago. That's not set in the future. I'm just saying.
I hate you so much right now.
Is there a Star Trek one? Because that's the future.
There are Star Trek games. I don't know if they have cubes or not. An IP set in the future. Marvel Zombies does have cubes, unfortunately. Tiny cubes. It's set in the future in theory. Looking around my shelves over here.
I know. I was trying to think of like the cyberpunk games and stuff, but I guess is that they all have cubes.
I don't know what they have. I mean, set in the future seems like such an interesting.
Set in the future,
category.
Based on an IP.
What space games? Twilight Inscription, does it have cubes? I have no idea. I don't know what has cubes. So many things have cubes. It's hard to know if they have a single cube.
I would give you Twilight Inscription.
Let's go Twilight Inscription. It might have cubes. I don't know.
Move on.
Wait, no.
Oh, you want to keep going?
Then what we do is now, so you grab the next card.
All right, I'm going to go a random one because I could see that one.
So the next card is named for a location. Now the way it works is, because Twilight Inscription is not named for a location, this one has to be named for a location. And effectively, every card you add changes the current thing so that the new thing is not eligible.
So now we want, based on an IP, set in the future, named for a location, without cubes.
What future-based games on... You know what? Let's move on to the next game. We're going to play that forever. We could do this, but we have 30 games to cover, and we have a timer to go on. Anyways, with that...
So I also got Tussie Mussie from Button Shy, which I haven't gotten to play yet, but that one's by Elizabeth Hargrave, and I'm excited to check it out.
Yeah. I'm going to go for one of my slightly bigger boxes over here. We have Reality Shift Deluxe over here. Reality Shift Deluxe, this is basically from, Academy Games. And this is a game that's kind of set in a Tron universe, effectively, but not officially. But the basic idea of the game is you have these cubes. It has cubes. It's set in the future. It's not named for location, but it has giant cubes, arguably. There's these big spheres, and you're driving and racing these cars up and down the side of the board. I've seen this game set up at conventions again and again and again. It always looks great. It does not... I don't know if it's a keeper. Honestly, I think the reason it might be a keeper for me is because I have kids, and that means that they'll probably like that visual aspect of racing a game up and down things. Past that, my impression of it is that it's probably a fun game that's not the best. I think it might stick around just because I think it'll work for my kids a lot, but it's a racing game with racing up and down cubes. You could to rotate things and crush cars. Looks like
fun. Cars are magnetized, which looks cool.
Yeah. Looks like a fun game. That's the thing. The fun aspect is there. Do you?
So we do not have the top-down shot, right, Alex?
Will you not have it set up?
Well, you all are suffering for that, but...
I could turn it on mid-video.
That's up to you.
It's going to be a little interesting.
I think it would be worth it.
Okay, let's do it. Go ahead.
Alright, you guys. So I have a Rolling Realms problem. I really, really enjoy Rolling Realms. And there's actually a sale going on right now for their newest packs, but I kind of splurged and got a whole bunch of these. They were $5 each, so I just went crazy. So I got the Feast for Odin pack. I got the Biddy and Walter pack, which is actually Jamie's cats. Yeah, they're his cats, so I needed them. I also got Parks. I got the Isle of Cats. We'll talk about this one in a second, but I got Role Player, Expeditions, and Lost Ruins of Arnak. This is also an extra solo campaign that you can get, so for anyone that enjoys Rolling Realms, if you've already played through the mini golf a few times like I have, I actually didn't know this existed, so I picked this up, and I'll be playing this soon as well.
Yeah, I'm kind of happy that I no longer have Rolling Realms because I really like that game, but I'm also
and you're like, Meg can collect it all. Meg will have everything.
I would want to buy all of it.
I almost
It would turn a $30 game into like a $150 game.
But it's fun.
It is a fun game. I'm happy you own it. That way I can play it.
It's my version of Marvel United.
Yeah, let's not talk about that. Anyways, on my end over here, let's go with a slightly, smaller box. Let's alternate big and small. We have Time Division. This one over here, this is coming to you from CGE, specifically coming from Heidelbar. Heidelbar is going to be the partner. They do a lot of distribution together. And Time Division is a two-player game where you're going to have a sets of cards, and you have these 18 sets of cards, and you're using those cards to engage in a duel back and forth as you navigate, move things around, try to score points. I like the art. I like the presentation. It's very much a mind game, so if you play games like Air, Land, and Sea, it has that, I think you're going to do this, so I'm going to do that, or I think this card might be in place, I have to react like that. But you're operating with very limited sets of cards, so you know.
Art is very engaging.
Right? The art's good. So I
would like to play.
I'm happy to play it. It's a two-player game.
How long is this one? 20 to 60 minutes.
That's a big range.
So we have a shorter two-player game and a longer two-player game to knock out.
But I like the premise of it. I have no idea. I told him specifically, I was like, I got no clue if this will work for me or not. This style of mind game can be amazing. It also can be a complete whiff.
Could cause fights, it sounds like.
Well, not really fights. It depends if the mind game feels interesting or if it just feels random.
This is one that both Alex and I can talk about, is The Gap. This is one that Alex got to play and I got to watch it be demoed. Amanda Panda actually taught it, and we got to play with Bree as well.
Yep.
From
Bree did not play. She was there.
Oh, yes. Who else? I'm trying to think.
We played with, oh my gosh, the people from Tabletop from Flat Out Games.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, this is The Gap. Do you want to talk about how it plays at all?
Sure. The basic premise of The Gap is you're playing cards, and depending on how you play your card, you're taking cards to your own set. So as you play cards, you're collecting cards in the center. There's always cards in the center, and how you play cards.
I'll mine to show them how pretty the cards are.
Keep in mind, you want it to be done in half an hour, and if we spend this much time in every game, we're not going to be done in half an hour.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Fair.
Anyways,
fair.
So
they're
with
shiny
that,
just like the box.
They're shiny like the box. Basically, you're going to be playing cards, trying to collect sets of cards in order to be able to place them in front of you, and the goal is to create a gap. You want to have the gap between the smallest set you have and the largest set you have. You want it to be as large as possible, but you aren't always in perfect control of what you take. There's a great video by Tim Chun that goes through the how to play of it. Phenomenally well done video. It looks like a fun little card game. I do not imagine this is a keeper for me. I think there is strategy, but I think the style of game I have a lot of, but I did enjoy it. I'm happy to play it more for right now.
So the thing I liked a lot is these cards are actually like what feels like the dry erase stuff that you can wash them and things that Rob was showing me, like how you can really clean them off. So I think this is something I may keep in my bag permanently. I may not keep the box, but I may keep just the cards. That I think it is like a nice small little game. So Arcane Wonders.
Speaking of Arcane Wonders, I'm going to play off that with my next game, which is going to be Rural Wonders over here. Rural Wonders, this game over here is going to be a polyomino game where you are building, interestingly enough, World Wonders. So you're going to have a polyomino board section over here. You're going to be placing down different World Wonders onto the board. It's a game that's been compared to some extent to what you get out of Baron Park, but with more strategy from it. I'm always looking for great polyomino games because I have some great ones already, and I'm not against having more. This, to me, is a game that I was incredibly excited about at Gen Con, and I did not get a chance to get it then, but I got a chance to get it now. They brought in more stock, they had more copies, and I'm very excited to play this one. This is one you can expect coverage on soon because I would love to play it, like, immediately.
Oh, there's too many we want
This is from
to
Meeple
play.
BR. I should say it's from Meeple BR in association with Arcane Wonders. They do distribution for them.
Alright, should we do an all-play section now?
I'm jumping back and forth large and small, but we can work with that.
Then why don't we grab the all-plays?
Go for it.
So I have Lunar. First off is Lunar. This is one that I didn't get to try, and I wanted to so badly that I actually took the demo copy off the table. So it's not the cleanest or nicest, but I'm very interested in it, and it's definitely still playable.
Where are
great.
the bits? Do you have the bits?
And that's what I'm getting to is the bits. There are deluxe bits for this, and they're metal.
Wait, do you have 2 copies of the deluxe bits?
I do.
Oh.
So I got to take the floor copy of these bits because they said they're opened, we're not able to sell them, and they're just gonna, you know, go home with somebody regardless. So if you're taking the demo copy, you might as well take these with you. But previously, I had already gotten a set of the deluxe bits. So I do have a second set.
You're thinking, yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, does anyone have Lunar but not the extra bits? I need it.
You can check.
I don't know. Once we play it, we'll see exactly what the bits do as well, because I'm not totally sure.
Are you mentally being like, I should give these away? What if I want them?
Well, no, not what if I want them, but it's so specific that it's just the bits.
Well, Lunar was one of their new releases. They just popped out. I believe they only had limited stock. That's why it sold out so quickly. But it's a 2 to 4 player trick-taking game where one player plays the number, one player plays the suit, effectively. So I'm not entirely, I know it operates with 4. I don't know exactly how it operates with 2. But I'm excited for it.
Yeah, we shall see.
Anyways, I'm going to go to a slightly bigger box all-play game, which is Roll to the Top. This is one that I've already had a chance to play on Board Game Arena. I have not played it in person. One of the things that's fun over here is there's different maps to the game. So if you see over here, we have like the Eiffel Tower as opposed to the basic maps going to be playing against the pyramid. There's also a set of even more maps over here.
Well, that's
so
exciting.
You have all of these maps. We have the Taj Mahal, the I can't read in these things. The Archer National Park. You have all these other maps as far as how you build them out. So that's going to provide different ways of playing through the game. But the basic premise is you're rolling a bunch of dice as a pool and then deciding how to construct them and add them to your own tableau. I think it's one of those games that I very much enjoy. It falls into like similar to On Tour from All Play.
Yes.
It's appealing and it's simple. It's the kind of game that I don't think is a great game. I think it's a good game, but it's a good game that I like. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if this leaves in like a year. I wouldn't be surprised if it's here in 5. It has that charm.
Me think of Trek 12 as well.
Yeah,
a little bit.
That kind of style. But Allplay does such a great job with their rules accessibility, with how simple and easy their games are. Like, I would not be surprised if this was here in 5 years. It's just, it's not the best game ever, but it's surprisingly fun. It's a good playing game, although the box is a little big.
I also play this on BGA, but I am excited to see the D4. That's a very unique D4. I have seen ones like that in person, but I don't know if I've ever played with it in a board game before, and not just a dice collection like for RPGs, so I'm excited to play with that D4 as well.
Anyways, that's going to be Roll to Top. Excited, already played this one, and looking forward. Next up.
Next All Play is going to be Sail. And Sail, we also have some extra bits for. Sail is a game that I was looking absolutely everywhere for at Gen Con. And unfortunately for All Play, their copies were not able to make it to Gen Con, so you couldn't get it. So when I was here, I was like, oh my gosh, I need to get it. I'm so excited. Sail is a 2-player trick-taking game that is co-op, and that's basically the premise that I know. I've seen it set up where you're doing different things, moving along.
Yeah. And you and I both enjoy 4 Northwood so much that any trick-taking cooperative game is appealing.
Yes, so I'm very interested and excited. This one was very well looked forward to at Gen Con. A lot of people had it on their lists to see, so I'm excited to check it out now.
So I'll jump into another all-play game that I've also played this one, even though it's sealed. I've played this before. This is Chomp over here. Chomp over here is a card overlaying game. You're going to be playing as dinosaurs effectively, and you're overlaying cards on top of other cards. That's the basic premise of it. But there's a scoring system as far as how the carnivores eat the herbivores eat the plants, and you need to make sure everything's connected in these herds in order to score points. Plus, on the back of every card is a scoring criteria, which means there's always a degree of variability of, do I take the things that add more basic points, or do I grab that scoring card because it works well with what I'm trying to do and I can build off it more. Similarly, we again have the deluxe-fied little dinosaur meeples and all those things. As usual with All Play, it's a fun little challenge of what fits in the box and what doesn't. They usually work, but it's with some work. But I've only played Chomp once, but I've really enjoyed that one play. For me, it hits that Sprawlopolis and Circle the Wagons kind of vibe, and so I expect coverage on this one soon as well. Expect a lot of coverage on a bunch of these, because half of these I've already played, I think, maybe half, and a bunch not.
Alright, the next All Play is one that both Alex and I played. Expect coverage for this one on the channel because it's an upcoming crowdfunding.
Yep.
River Valley Glassworks. So this is one that a lot of content creators and stuff got to play and demo, and I'm very excited about this one. The art is by Andrew Bosley, and it's this fun game where you're collecting different glass tile pieces. I'll open this one up because I do like it. I like the bits. So you have these little glass bits, and you're basically collecting them for point optimization. I won't get too much into it because it is going to be a shorter video, but you can see all the little glass bits that you're collecting and using. So it's just very, very pleasing, and it played well, and I think it was quick to get a hold of. That I think it's definitely a lighter game for...
I want to play it at 2 players and see how light it is.
I know. It's going to be Azul at 2 players and kind of cut.
This game has Azul vibes. It's all about collecting different shards of glass, and then there's a scoring mechanism as far as how you collect them. A scoring mechanism I've seen before in other games, and I think this one is possibly the most charming in the way it combines things, but we'll have more coverage for you as it gets closer.
And I'm very excited that they have some nice things planned for a deluxe version, like a neoprene mat and acrylic pieces, so... we shall see.
My last all-play game, I don't know if you have more.
I'm not really stacking.
Yeah, I'm stacking. My last all-play game over here is one that I'm very excited for. This is Fiction. This is designed by Peter Hayward, who actually did Apropos, which we talked about earlier in the video. But Fiction has often been compared to playing like Wordle, but in a board game. That's the basic idea. That's all I know. All I know is that, and Jeremy Howard thinks it's one of the best games he's played. So that might be... Jeremy Howard is very positive about it. I don't know if I put words in his mouth there. He's very, very positive about how good Fiction is. But anyways, Fiction over here, I like the idea of Wordle. I like Peter Hayward as a designer. I've liked a lot of his stuff. He's done That Time You Killed Me. Other games I'm not remembering immediately. But yeah, I'm excited for Fiction very much over here. It just seems like a kind of game, a little word puzzle. Another one that I'm excited to dive into as soon as I possibly can.
I believe that is it for the all-play section of the video.
Moving on.
So now we will move on. I think I've done my entire table.
You have stuff on the side.
I do, I know, but I think I've done all of this.
Okay.
So, moving on, I will show you some more merch. I think I want it this way, right?
Yes.
So this is just Pax merch. They were ornaments, chaotic nice and lawful naughty. I just like that they're very shiny on the inside. And Christmas is coming. But if you want me to, because I have a lot of things.
Do another little gizmo thingy.
So I also got some bits for Madara. We stopped by the Madara booth, and Alex and I will actually be playing through the Madara campaign hopefully in 2024. That should be the plan. But I am also painting more and things like that. So I got a few of the kits for Madara for Nyx.
Cool. Yeah. On mine over here, let's go ahead to go to one of the games I'm more excited about over here, and it's a small box game, but you know what? No, I'm doing large. We're alternating large and small.
Doing large.
So over here, I need to just configure some. Oh, I forgot one thing. We got more Chomp stuff over here. We got little Chomp thingies.
Ooh.
I don't know what this is. This is the Flyers.
Stickers?
This is an expansion that requires the base game, Flyers, and Scavengers.
There you go.
New types. I haven't played with these. I'm excited. Anyways, moving on to the not thingy over there, we have Vienna. Vienna over here. This is going to be a big box from the City Collection from Stefan Feld over here. Not from Queen Games and Stefan Feld. Vienna, I have to remember which one's which. Vienna, I believe, is a re-implementation of La Isla. I think it's pronounced La Isla. But either way, I think it's what it is. I think that's the game it is. But either way, it's a smaller box Stefan Feld game. They've made it into a very big box game. I haven't played that game in so long that I don't know how I feel about it. Meaning, in other words, Vienna over here, I do hope to play this soon. I believe they have more campaigns coming up for more of the City Collection, because they always do. In general, Queen Games is a very interesting publisher for me, because I am always critical of their Kickstarter not always. I'm genuinely critical of their Kickstarter campaigns, but I'm generally pretty positive on their games, which puts me in a weird space. So, but ultimately, that's where I am. But I'm excited to play this one. I do not know if it's Keeper, because I didn't keep La Isla. So I don't remember what it was about the game. I know they're making changes to the game. I am excited to see this one. I am intrigued. I feel this game to me feels like The Hobbit.
Ah.
And the reason it feels like that, you said but you don't know what I mean. They took a small, tiny box game and made it into one of the big, giant box games. They extended it outwards more than it needed to be. But I'm still excited to play it, and we'll see where it ends up for me. I don't know if it'll be a keeper. I know I'll enjoy it, but I don't know whether I keep it or not. But that's Vienna.
Nice. I have a few other small things. So we stopped by the Ivy Studios booth, and I don't know how I missed the boat on this, but there's a playmat for Mythic Mystery.
Yeah.
So I got a playmat now to be able to play with.
Well, it depends which box you have. If it's an A box.
I have the smaller boxes. But
it does not fit in the box.
Fine. But yeah, so I got a playmat for Mythic Mischief. And
you're fine.
And for my puppo, there was a place called Paw Lemorph, P-A-W Lemorph, and they did different dog toys, and I specifically wanted the mace for her because I'm really hoping she carries it around by the handle in her mouth. But I miss her lots, so I got her a dog toy.
On mine, I'm going to go to another big box one just because it's in the vein of what we're talking about, which this one is Cuzco. This is Cuzco over here. This is a re-implementation of Bora Bora. Bora Bora from Stefan Feld, and the Bora Bora is one of the Stefan Feld games I still have in my collection. I have it on the shelf over there. I know I'm keeping Bora Bora. I don't yet know whether I'm keeping Cuzco or Bora Bora, because I like the art and production of both. They both look absolutely fantastic, and the problem is, when it comes to the Stefan Feld City Collections, I love Marrakesh. I have that one. Some of the other ones, I like the originals sometimes, I like the new ones sometimes, and it's always a challenge to figure out what I want. Like, I like...
Keep them all.
like, I'm not gonna, like, Bruges is a tough one. I have Bruges. At some point I want to try the new Bruges, but I don't, I like, it's hard sometimes, but Cuzco in particular is very hard because I like the way it looks. I very much like the way it looks, and so I don't know which one I'm going to keep as far as the old or the new. That's going to be the 2 giant boxes, which these will go down on the floor over here because space is at a premium right now.
Alright, so my next thing will be a game by Devere Games, The White Castle. This is one that, Alex, I know you've gotten to play. A lot of people have gotten to play, and there's a lot of talk about it. I have not gotten to try it out yet, so I picked it up because I'm very, very interested, but I haven't gotten to play it yet.
It's a fun one. White Castle is very efficient. It's a 9 actions, 9 dice placement. It's very, very tight. I enjoyed it.
It's even a nice small box.
Yeah, it's in their Red Castle line.
Yeah. So I'm excited to try this one. And then another small thing from my side. Jenny of Tip Top Tabletop, she's so sweet and adorable and amazing, but she had these things. So she makes a lot of stickers, t-shirts, bags, keychains, things like that, but I had never seen something like this before. It's a book of holding for your stickers. So the material that the pages are made out of...
I saw on the back it says any 2 for $30.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that.
So the paper of it is sticker paper that we'll just put one in now because I got stickers also to save in this, but it's basically a book that will save your stickers forever. And I also got these stickers, but basically you can put them in and then pull them out. If you ever want to pull them out, you can rearrange them and it saves them. And, you know, I know some people this is the content you care about and some people it's not, but I think some people this is important.
No, I agree with you. To me, this is like, I always have to remind myself, I'm here for board games and board games only. Some people like the extra fluff and things. That's how these conventions thrive. It's not my jam, but hey, give people what they want. That's the same
exact paper that if I decide I want this sticker somewhere else later, I'll be able to peel it off and it still just has its stickiness. So exciting! And what a cute design. And she also designed these.
Yeah. Cool. Excellent. On mine over here, we're going to go to another small box games. This is another Devere title. Actually, this is Cheating Moth. I have heard... I don't know enough about Cheating Moth. I love Cockroach Poker. Supposedly, I believe in Spain, Cheating Moth outsells Cockroach Poker by like 6-1 or something like that. They sell a ton of Cheating Moth in Spain. But this is a Cheating is Forbidden, not in this cheeky card game. By cleverly discarding and skillfully cheating, you strive to be the first player to get rid of all your cards. I don't know enough about how this will actually manifest and play, but the idea of it, like I've played Cosmic Encounter with some degree of cheating from the Filch, maybe? I don't remember what it is. But either way, there's a faction that allows you to cheat. It can be a fun experience. I am intrigued to see where this one goes. I have no clue whether I'll be as equally charmed by this as I am by Cockroach Poker, or if it'll be one that's a complete miss. But we'll find out, because it's on the list.
We'll find out. Alright. Next up, I'm very excited about this. Santa's Workshop by Elf Creek Games. This is art by Andrew Bosley. You know it because look at how this looks. And you can see some of the faces on the side of the box. You know that it's him. I heard that this is a lighter game, a family game, but I absolutely love Christmas. And I think for something that's going to be once a year for me, playing around the holidays, I'm excited to try this out and hopefully keep it in my collection.
Cool.
Looks cute.
Very good. Let's move on to the next one over here. The next one's going to be from me, and this is going to be a Trio over here. Trio is an adorable game that's a re-implementation of Nana. Nana's the original title. Actually, we played this back at Level Up Retreat, actually. Yes. Level Up Retreat was where I played Nana. Thinker Themer showed it to us for the first time. This is a game of collecting sets of 3. It's a combination of Go, Fish, and... I don't know, a trick-taking game almost? Kind of, weirdly. Memory. Well, Go, Fish is a little memory. I don't know. Either way, it works. Whatever it is, it works. It's by Happy Camper. Happy Camper is a new company. They kind of brought in the rights for Trio, and I love this game. Like, I played it. I played Nana a while ago, and I liked it, and then I played Trio again. I just immediately bought it. I was like, I want this game. It's cheap. It's a like $15 game, and it gives you such a fun playing experience. The cards look great. The game plays easily. I cannot say enough good things about this. This is a great party game that, I mean, it's a party game. It's a kind of party game to a degree, but
yeah,
it's really charming. Highly recommend Nana. I highly recommend Trio. Check it out if you have a chance. I believe there's some minor differences in the gameplay, but basically the same game.
Okay, I have Dungeon... Whoa!
Your phone's
That's fine. I have Dungeon Scrawlers, and along with it, I have a Beholder plushie from Kid Robot. So this was from the WizKids booth, and Dungeon Scrawlers is a game where you are being timed? Going through the different...
You're not being timed, it's just real time. You're all immediately racing through the dungeon.
Well, that's what I meant by being timed. Like, it's a timer's going while you're doing it.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're running through a dungeon trying to... A timer is going.
There's no timer.
Oh, you're racing against the other people.
That's what I'm
the
saying.
Timer is
it's
the
real
people.
time. It's real time.
Right. Okay. Sure. If we're gonna get technical about it. But yeah, it's a very charming game where you are doing that. But this is actually a second copy for me, so I will be doing something with.
Second copy, as in you don't have this version, do you?
You know, now I'm not sure.
You have the original. This is a new version, Heroes of Waterdeep.
Okay, you know what? You're right.
I'm gathering that you didn't realize that.
Yep. You're right.
Yeah.
That's true. And I got a pink bowl holder.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a new version of the game.
I actually did not realize that this was different.
It's got more characters, more dungeons, same basic
right away
concept.
I looked at that rogue and I was like, there's no way there was a drow on the cover in the first one.
Yeah.
So, yeah. You're right.
We're older now. Anyways, we're going to go ahead to an expansion over here from Arcane Wonders again. This is Furnace Interbellum. Furnace is a fun, fast little Euro game. I really enjoyed that one, and I'm excited for the expansion, because when I reviewed it, I was like, I like this game, but also I think it needs a bit more going on. I have no idea if the expansion will do that for me or not, but I'm excited to try. So that's going to be Furnace Interbellum. Again, Furnace Interbellum. Expect content on that soon.
And now for the two that I said are going straight in the trash. They're not going straight in the trash. We're going to play with them first, but
I get it now.
Last year, I absolutely loved the exit game advent calendar. There are 3 out. I honestly don't remember the one that
The Golden Book?
The Golden Book. I played through the Golden Book last year, and this year I'm hoping to get both of these done throughout December. So, I'm not throwing it out right away, but trust me, these boxes, once you're done with them, you don't really want to keep because you are going through a lot of it and finding the secrets and uncovering things, and you end up destroying quite a bit of it. So, I can't wait to throw these out because that means I did all the puzzles. I'm excited to do these.
Yeah, these are fun. Are they expert? This is 2 out of 5, and this is beginner. Ooh,
so
beginner.
I should start with this one.
I mean, just to get out. the more rewarding one you want to keep for later.
Yeah. But I'm hoping basically because it's early December now that I'll be able to do a puzzle a day until January.
Speaking of Queen games, I got one more for you over here. This is going to be Marrakesh, Camels, and Nomads, which definitely fits in the box because there's so much in that box, it's almost obnoxious. I just recently reviewed Marrakesh. I think it's fantastic. I'm excited to dive into more for this one. This is just a good, well, I said good. I have no clue if it's good. This is an expansion for a great game. Excited to play this one, and that's basically that's all I have to say about this. I'm excited to play the expansion to the game I already love. So it's Marrakesh.
Do you still have things to show?
Yeah, I have 2 more, 3 more, so we can go back and forth if you need.
I have these binders. These are just the binders that I used to use for Pokemon, and I absolutely used to love them, and I started collecting again, and these were pretty cheap over on the show floor. That I think I paid $10 each for them, and maybe an extra, I forget, don't quote me on that, but if you do collect cards, these monster binders, I do really love them. They're very, very strong, and they can hold a decent amount of cards, I picked up 2 of them.
Cool. For me, I have Run. Run's going to be coming to you from Fowers Games, the same people that brought you, well, a whole bunch of games, but Payback Adventures most recently. Fugitive is the game that is kind of based off that system. This is a 2-player game of asymmetric hide and seek. One player is trying to go behind the screen over here, so you have this player screen. The other player is going to be flying helicopters around the board, trying to find various enemies, trying to, search the person out, the runner. I've heard good things about this game. I know Daniel Standring loves this game, and I like Fugitive a lot, so excited to see this one and see how it goes.
I'm interested.
Anything else on your side? Because I got 2 more.
I have shirts.
Go for it.
One game that we got to play was Defenders of the Realms. And I was able to snag an extra shirt from them, so this is just a shirt I have now.
Yeah, we'll have separate videos talking about various Pax Unplugged experiences we've had, games we've tried, games we're looking forward to, things like that. But yeah, Defenders of the Realm was definitely a fun one, so also watch that coffee just so you know.
I know, I'm watching.
Just so on the same page.
There's coffee buried in there.
Then we have Space Line. Space Line over here, Divide and Conquer. This is a game that I remember this being on crowdfunding on Kickstarter. It's a game that plays between 1 to 5 players, so there is a solo mode, but you're basically going to have different decks of cards, and the goal is to play those cards in certain orders to be as efficient as possible. So you're playing, you have a hand like 9 cards, and the order you play your cards is going to determine what you can do and how you do it. I like that kind of mind game. It kind of reminds me a bit of this one over here, the Time Division one. Same kind of puzzle as far as how it plays. Again, don't know if it'll be for me or not. This style of game could be very hit or miss. I've had great experiences in this genre, and I've had complete misses in the genre. So we'll see.
I was very interested in that one when it was coming out.
On crowdfunding?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. I didn't realize you know. Yeah.
So I got a shirt from Red Raven Games for the new Sleeping Gods, and I'm very excited because it's beautiful.
Do you have your calico shirt? Where's your calico shirt?
It's like the finale.
I thought you had 2 shirts left.
You're gonna have to bleep that.
We're gonna bleep that.
But yeah, this one I'm very excited about. It's very cute. I'm probably gonna crop it.
Cool. I have Kutna Hora. That's my last title over here, Kutna Hora from CGE. This is Kutna Hora, the City of Silver. I've seen things about this one going back, maybe Gamma, maybe early. I don't know. It's been a while. I've seen a bunch of stuff about this game. It seems very intricate. I know it's been getting mixed reviews. There are people who seem to really like it, and there are people who it was a miss for, so I can't speak to that yet until I play it, but I know that I'm interested in playing it and seeing where it lies for me. In general, mixed things are always harder, because they could go either way. It's not universally received, which means it's more of a gamble for me.
I'm excited to play this one as well, and I think that we've already talked about it in previous coverage, but...
New material?
Yeah, there is a new material for the different bits in this game that is recycled and supposed... it's very good for the environment, but and it feels very weighty, that I'm excited to play with the final production copy and see what that's like as well.
I agree.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's mine.
And for my final things... over at the Flat Out Games booth, they had a little merch section, and first and foremost, I got this adorable pink tie-dye hat, but the most important thing that I've gotten from this entire trip is... this shirt. Guys, it's a calico shirt, and look at the back. It is just so cute! Are you kidding? Are you kidding me right now? Look how beautiful, you guys. So I'm very excited. I loved it, and now I can't wait for them to make more merch, so I want to support their merch so they continue to do this for us.
Yeah. They had a Cascadia shirt. I debate again. I have Cascadia, but I don't know. I don't wear game shirts as much. I'll wear company shirts sometimes. Games directly. Well, Mythic Mission, I have a Mythic Mission hat. But that's because it's an M&M. I like that. Anyways, that is basically everything. That is our PAX Unplugged haul. A lot of games to dive into. Not nearly as obnoxious as Gen Con haul. A bunch of these I've already played. I'm excited to get into a bunch more of these.
What are you excited to play with first? Or most?
I would love to knock out Chomp and... Where's the other one? Chomp, Fiction, and World Wonders.
I like how I said one. I want to open up the Rolling Realms packs now.
Yeah, go for it.
I waited for it specifically, and now I'm going to rip those open.
Do it. Rip it open right now. I'm going to go ahead and end the video. Bye, everyone. Until next time, I'm Alex Radcliffe from Board Game Co.
I'm Professor Meg.
And I hope you have a good one.
Bye.